Hi guys! Last cast standing, number 4. I'm energized, not really. Trying to keep energized, like I do watching Raw nowadays. Thomas, what's up? Why are you staring at the
Jesus
camera like a
Christ.
pedo?
Get the crap out of me, man.
I can't wait to watch that. Back.
Oh, yeah, no. Once again, we're here to talk about Monday Night Raw. We're now 13 days away from WrestleMania 32, and I'm 2.5 days from leaving, and I am fucking psyched. So let's go. Let's get into it.
Let's go. We'll talk about Raw. Shock. Tomorrow, hopefully, we'll be uploading our predictions for WrestleMania because we don't think the card's going to change as of now. Maybe a match on SmackDown, but it's pretty full. That'll be done before Tom leaves, just in case something happens and it's hard to communicate while he's over in the land over there. So, yeah, we'll bring that tomorrow. I'll be bringing lots of content with WrestleMania. That's the plan anyway. I'll do a post show probably. And by the way, Tom, just so you know, I'm sure you do know, 7 hours WrestleMania. Did you know that?
7-hour show.
7 hours. What? 2-hour pre-show.
And then,
4-hour show and a 1-hour post show.
oh, right. Okay. Yeah. So if you're watching on the network, yeah. So we'll probably get about 5 hours while we're there. But yeah, 7 hours. Wow.
Well,
If you've got
hoping
the energy to get up at 7 o'clock in the morning and start watching the pre-show and finish watching the wrestling show at 2 in the afternoon, go for it. Go for it.
I know the pre-show can be watched in the background, so especially the first hour. So because it's just Booker, Renee,
First
Corey
hour is
Graves,
purely video packages.
and Corey Graves and that disgusting who's going to win. So I'll probably start at 8, and that's fine. I actually like it being in the morning. Then I don't have to wait for it all day. So yeah, Daniel will have to beat all the traffic to get here, but no worries. Let's start. We'll just take it in turns, I guess. Thomas, yes.
Yep.
Stephanie opened the show once again. I don't really know what to say. She was good. We know she's good on the mic. She was really good, but it was just the same old thing again.
The promos are getting a little bit try-hard to try and get Roman over. It's the second week in a row where the Authority or some member of has cut a promo basically being, fuck you, fuck the crowd, fuck the city, like you're all idiots, you don't have as much money as us, you all want to fight against Authority, rah, rah, rah. Out comes Roman Reigns. I'm the Authority. I'm in charge here. Steph goes for the slap. Whack! Blocks it.
I've seen that before.
And yeah, and then okay, off he goes. Roman Reigns said his bit and he's disappeared. Good promo from Reigns and did everything he needed to do. But
I didn't like
fuck him over the Authority starting the show. Like, ugh.
Yeah, I didn't like it at all. Reigns using the ramp, I don't like. I know it's a bit picky, but
he's going to be a champion. It legitimizes him because he looks fucking weird coming out of the crowd with that belt on.
Yeah, well, as CM Punk said, it's not a belt; it's a championship title. Sorry, just saying. But he just walks out to the ring. I can just see your face, really angry, staring at something. I just see Reigns. I don't know what they're doing. I'm so about this. It's so like last year. I'm just hoping I'm surprised like I was last year and how good the show is. Because I felt the exact same a year ago. Exact same.
I'm going to say, I like Reigns. I like Triple H. Both of them as in-ring competitors. The match is going to be fucking great. But, sorry, I'm swearing a lot today. But
I noticed that.
But it's just the whole thing that people are annoyed about is just the telegraphed nature of the build-up. It's just the fact that it's always been based around Reigns having this crowning moment at Mania, and that's what it's all been telegraphed to.
The 3 years now.
Yes, exactly. It just seems like people, grown to expect it, and yeah, I guess.
Yeah, it's a bit like that. But yeah, I mean, did the job. It reeks of Stone Cold. It reeks of Daniel Bryan. It just reeks of Authority, and I think they got to come up with something new. And that's why we'll talk later about the match with Shane and my thoughts on that. We'll try not to interrupt each other like we always do.
Yeah.
Get to that.
You want me to take Styles and Owens?
Yeah, I was about to say before that, the crowd from Philly was excited. I'll go on later, but It was always good when it's on the East Coast, but I wasn't that happy with the crowd. But we'll talk about that afterwards. You go ahead, Tom.
Yeah, so AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens. As everyone expected, really, really good match. Really well-paced, good offense. Ended exactly the way as everyone thought, which was Jericho coming out. Really good. God, I love seeing both Owens and Styles in the ring. I love it when they get together and magic happens.
That sounded so
Styles,
dirty, but continue.
Yeah, exactly. Styles comes. Fuck, you've lost me here. Yeah, so Jericho comes to the ring, chanting AJ Styles. Styles gets distracted. Looks like he's going to stay in it. Owens rolls him up, gets the finish, and AJ, after the match, freaks out, chases off Jericho, which leads to Kevin Owens jumping on the mic, cutting a promo about this is my Intercontinental title, and there's KO Mania, all the rest of it. Who's going to challenge me? Ziggler comes out, Miz comes out, and who's the third person? Sami Zayn comes out, which is all well and good. And Kevin Owens says, look, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and ask, I think a triple threat match is good, but I'm going to go and ask the Authority. Yep. So he comes out. So then we're set up for later in the night where it'll be a triple threat match of some description
we'll get to that when it comes up.
People.
We won't skip too far ahead because that happens later on in the night. But overall, killer match. Pretty much everything I expected. I like that Pele kick that he does. Styles, I really like that.
It's a good thing when we're glancing over two really, really good competitors having a really, really good match because it becomes expected, and that should be what the norm is. Yeah. It's really good. Match is a really good. The reason we would spend it was a really, really good match, but the only reason we would spend more time on it is if it was a bad match or a 5-star contest or anything like that. But it was a good, solid, probably 3.5, 4-star Raw match that really, really good. Yeah.
Well, it's disappointing that we didn't see it at Mania like we expected, but we'll see. We'll be able to watch it a number of times. I have no doubt. Next, I'll kick it off. By the way, Owens with the frog splash. That was pretty cool.
That was cool. Yeah.
Next, we spoke about Zayn coming out. We won't even go there. Now, I think you should take this time because I think I skipped over this. Ambrose and Funk.
Oh, Ambrose and Funk. This was fun. Yeah.
Watch it then.
It was basically a repeat of last week with a hardcore legend giving Dean Ambrose their signature weapon. Mm-hmm. So obviously, as we know, Chainsaw Charlie, Terry Funk. Uh-huh. So Terry Funk gave Dean Ambrose a chainsaw. And if Dean Ambrose rocks up to WrestleMania with Barbie and a motherfucking chainsaw, I might lose my mind.
Funny.
Because he'll never use it. It'll never touch anyone, and nor should it. But just the thought of there being a chainsaw in a match is crazy.
Yeah, it would be.
WWE.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't watch this thing, but I knew what it was. I saw the ending, I saw the chainsaw thing. I knew exactly what it was meant to be doing, and I suppose it's good. It's given the Ambrose Lesnar match some meaning, and without Lesnar there, they've got to focus somehow on it. So, yeah, little package. I'll continue on. Next, New Day. I didn't mind this. Hard to talk about this because it's a weird feud.
Put the two best wrestlers in the stables against each other in a singles match to build hype. Good. Even though they all should be singles wrestlers, they're doing quite well with this stable stuff because both stables at ringside really, really worked this match well.
Do you really think, interrupt, sorry, do you really think that Rusev's their best wrestler out of the clan?
I think Rusev's the best of the four.
What about Del Rio?
I think Del Rio is probably your second pick, but I think Rusev's better than Del Rio.
Okay. You like your big men, don't you?
I like monster heels. Yes, I do. But Rusev brings something different, which I like.
Yeah, so good match. Big heel landing on his head was kind of a highlight.
Oh, that was shit. I was genuinely worried when he speared Sheamus through those ropes and then landed pure on the top of his head. My heart jumped into my mouth because that was a big, big worry. God, I don't know. Yeah.
I think it's clear. Another thing I wanted to mention, they didn't They haven't said it's for the titles yet. Have you noticed that?
I thought that was implied, but yeah, no, it's 4 versus 3 handicap match. I don't think it. I think you're right. I don't think it is listed as for the tag team.
It's not listed as,
it is.
Is it now? Okay, well it is.
On the website, it is. Yeah.
Okay, because it definitely wasn't on Raw. Because I saw the graphic and it just said, "I'll have a look now."
I remember last week JBL skitzing out about it. You know, being a Freebird rule match in Texas for the WWE tag team titles, or Maggle.
They've mentioned a lot of Freebirds lately, coincidentally.
Yeah.
This new WWE website, I don't like it. I do not like it. I just can't follow it around. Okay, let's have a look. Oh my god, I can't even find it.
Yeah, so
yeah, well, no, I mean, it's pretty clear they'll do 3-on-3. I think they can't do 4-on-3, and they shouldn't get someone fourth for the New Day because there's just no one suitable. And don't say Mark Henry because he's not. But yeah, solid New Day stuff. You know, good on the mics. I did like the bit of banter they were having between each other and how the League of Nations were just laughing and going along with the insults. I quite like that. And just Barrett just screaming "boom" just randomly.
Boom!
What? Yeah, good match. They're doing well, New Day, and I think I think it's only suitable they drop the.
I think they retain. I think they retain.
Oh, there you go.
And I think the League of Nations implode, and I think the next night on Raw will be Enzo and Cass or someone else. You know, like whoever they deem to be ready.
Yep, fair enough. The only thing keeping Barrett
a really good one that I liked was that potential for Kurt Angle to come back and basically work part-time as almost like a manager role for the American Alpha and reboot Team Angle.
Well, they're not going anywhere because they're staying in NXT for the time being anyway. Yeah. But that'd be a great idea, and he could do that because we know about all the health issues and how they don't want to hire him because he might literally die on the screen.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And Way of NXT is a good idea because it's taped. It's like a month ahead. He won't have to do a lot of traveling. And the pop he'll get, I've always said I contrast my mind a lot, but if I had to pick my favorite wrestler ever, it's probably Kurt Angle. Just for the matches he had, like just.
Yeah.
You've seen the match with Taker, Shane. There's 3. If he never gets in the Hall of Fame, it's an absolute disgrace. Put it that way.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll let you go on to the next part. Your man, the Big Show. Another point.
Yeah, the Big Show segment. I predicted this almost word for word. What happened? It's okay. So they come back from a commercial break and they pan over the Andre the Giant trophy, and I go, well, and his music starts playing. No problems. Okay, comes out, cuts a promo, gets to the end of the promo, and I
connected to the next part. I was waiting for the drums.
Social Outcasts come out. Okay, they're gonna. One of two things is gonna happen. They're gonna beat up Big Show. Or Big Show's gonna throw them all over the top rope. They start beating up Big Show, and I said, "Oh, come on, Kane, where are you?" Boom. Okay, here comes Kane.
Where's Kane been? He hasn't been on the show for a couple of weeks, if I'm not mistaken.
Nice little way to set up the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. Look,
where's Kane been? Where was Kane there last week? I haven't seen him for a while.
I'm not too sure. He's been around, but I don't think he's been seen since Fastlane. In all honesty,
they've got nothing to do for him, do they? But as you said, it was a very predictable segment. Kane coming out chokeslamming Big Show as well was pretty neat.
The funniest thing was when he was celebrating, Kane tapped him on the shoulder and Show sort of turns around awkwardly on the ropes. Kane grabs his neck and Show goes, "Kane!"
I know, it's so weird. They look like they set that up.
Good way to sort of set that up with a little bit of fun. I
thought Kane was going to push him over, but I thought I'd better not risk Big Show falling over.
I'd like to see what they did last year, but expand on it a little bit. I know they had Itami win a Battle Royal. I'd like to see them have like NXT qualifying matches at Access.
Well, they've done. They did that once last year with Itami.
Or like for positions in the Battle Royal, because there's the 4 of those guys. There's Kane. There's the Big Show. There's Tyler Breeze,
which we will talk about later.
You can have Paul Double Duty. You might have Alex Riley in there. Probably the Wyatt.
Alex Riley. Jeez, what about him? But yes, as we're reserved a special section for this podcast today. A few minutes for a Tyler Breeze rant from myself.
Okay, well, we'll get there. We'll get there.
We'll get there. But yeah,
all right.
As you said, predictable segments quickly. As soon as Big Show started talking, I was literally mocking the drums, waiting for the drum play to diddle-a-diddle-a-diddle. It's actually quite a great song. I actually enjoy it, and I think for what they are,
it's good music. Yeah, it's good.
It's what they're gonna be. It's those four are capable of more. We know that, but look, they're doing better than a lot of other people. Put it that way.
Yep.
I'll go next. Really weird match. Y2J versus Fandango in a rewind match.
This is what we call the Josh Barnard redemption match.
Josh Barnard. Shout out
so he's not a nothing match.
Where's Fandango been? I haven't seen him in a while.
Just jobbing. You know, he's doing his house shows and getting pops and
main event, stars and that. Yeah, well, I'll go over the match.
Fun. Yeah.
Pretty back and forth match. The thing is, they both can go really well, especially Fandango. He's pretty good. But I knew AJ was going to come out. Another prediction that was pretty easy to realize. It didn't sound. I don't like the basis of the storyline between Y2J and AJ. I understand it's been a long feud now, but this whole chant and they're just chanting at each other and the crowd chants. It just seems a bit childish, in my opinion. And Jericho could easily have the same results.
Things to get basic heel hate is what it is.
No, I know, but the basis of the storyline, like the key sentence is Jericho hates that they chant for AJ. That's what they're basing the whole storyline on. And Y2J should just say, "I'm the best." That's what the storyline should be. You think you're better than me? I'm the best. Fuck you. That's how I would put it out. Not AJ Styles. Like, it's like, meh. But I was surprised that Jericho won the match. I think everyone thought Fandango was going to roll him up.
Yeah, well, I couldn't see Jericho then going on to lose again. He got the win, but yeah.
And they had a big quick brawl. Then they had a predicted segment where he said, "First me at Mania." And
he came out. Jericho categorically came out after Raw and said, "I will not be fighting AJ Styles at WrestleMania." So it's going to be interesting to see how the next few shows play out.
They just uploaded a backstage.
Formally announced next week. Yeah.
Have you seen the backstage video yet?
That's the one I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. He just throws a cardboard at the wall. But that'll be a match. We know that already. And looking forward to it. They'll bring it. And
that's possibly the show stealer. I think the true show stealer is Ambrose versus Lesnar. But
I think Shane Taker's going to be the show stealer.
And there's still room for a Shane Taker swerve, but we'll get onto that again later on.
Well, I think we're up to the. Oh no, we're up to the. What? Now.
A few more things.
Sorry, it showed the preview for the Taker segment.
I'm going to take this match.
All right, I'm going to take this match, and then I'll go on with Breeze.
Prepare yourself for your little rant after. Okay, so do your homework, do your paperwork, and we'll come back to you in a minute. Okay, so while James is having his deep breath because he's going to do it all in one big spiel, we had Kevin Owens comes out and introduces three superstars who will compete. One of them will compete against him at WrestleMania in a triple threat match, which is, of course, Zack Ryder, Stardust, and Sin Cara. They come down to the ring and they all go at it as Owens sort of goes back and joins the announce team. Then Ziggler, Zayn, and Miz come down and confront with Owens. Big brawl breaks out at ringside. And then it's sort of, Steph later on. Was it Steph later on that announced that? Because this is where I sort of cut out.
Well, what happened was
Steph, there was a triple threat match Steph going announced on. It was a 7-man ladder match because it's best for business.
And it was horribly done because they had a triple threat match, and it just shows how much they don't give a shit about these three wrestlers, that the majority of the camera work was at the argument.
Yeah, exactly.
At ringside. And I'm a big fan of Stardust, and they're underutilizing him very much so. But he's who I want, and this will surprise Tom. He is who I want to win the title. I think he needs it more than any of the rest of them. And if it's a gimmick change, maybe that's even just as good. But yes, continue on. Sorry for the side rant.
Who are we talking about? Sorry, there.
Stardust. I know.
Stardust, right? Yes. No, I can definitely see Stardust taking the title. I think the most logical path is that they go. Sami Zayn takes the belt, and then they go on a feud with Owens over the summer. But does that need the belt? I'm not so sure. The best feuds are built around belts, but you can have really good feuds with really good workers that don't need belts involved at all. So,
it's too soon for Zayn to be Intercontinental Champion.
I've said that really all that really needs to be said.
It's a good idea. We always thought the ladder match was going to happen. We definitely wanted it the other way around, with the US title being the ladder match, especially with Kalisto in the match.
Yeah.
But they've done it this way. We can't complain. Like, we were sooking this whole for years about how they got rid of Money in the Bank, and now we still get the 7-man ladder match, which is great. Good way to start the show, which it will. I have no doubt in that. And we'll talk about predictions on another video, but I think it's pretty much a safe bet. You reckon Zayn or Stardust or Owens? Pretty much. You can't really go outside of them. Yep. But I think is it time, Thomas? Is it time?
I'm just going to sit back and let this happen, ladies and gentlemen.
Now,
here's a viewing of me for the next few minutes.
For publicity reasons, I don't want to swear because I know you swear, and with this being in my portfolio and uni crap and all that other stuff, I don't want to swear. I want to swear, but I better not swear. I'll try. This is me trying not to swear. Now, Zack Ryder. Why? Oh, I'm getting angry. I'm getting angry, Thomas. You've been. Oh no, don't. I'm gonna get there. Hang on. Let me just compose myself while you do whatever the hell you're doing. Looking under the bed for something. Probably a tissue for me. What is it? I can't even see. What are you doing? Oh, a tissue. Okay. Anyway, now I have no doubt that Neville was obviously going to be in this match. Correct? You can say something, Tom.
Yeah. Neville was definitely going to be in the match. Okay. That's why Zack Ryder is in the match. So
hang on. Or that's why they put Sin Cara in the match, because Stardust is always going to be in that. He's always hung around the Intercontinental scene. He was in the He was in the 5-way that made Owens champion. And who else was in that 5-way match? Huh?
Miz was in there. Ziggler
who else was in it? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Who nearly won?
May have been Tyler Breeze that was in that match as well.
Should have won. Anyway, now this isn't because I'm a fanboy of Breeze. This is just, if you're gonna push someone, and this is going too long, but I'm not even started yet. If you're gonna push someone, push him. Don't put him up to the main roster where he's been in the bottom roster, the NXT roster, which is better, for that long, and putting on 5-star bloody matches. Don't put him up and then make him verse Ziggler, who is exactly the same person as him. Whose music's playing? Is that your music? Tom, is that your music? What is going on? Tom! I was waiting for that. There it is. You can pause it now. I was going to do that before. I thought I went out. I thought you went out there. Is it my eyes when you look at me? No. Back to the point.
Yep.
Back to the point. Now I'm lost. Putting on 5-star matches in NXT definitely was time to call him up. Putting him in a match with Dolph Ziggler or a feud with Dolph Ziggler was okay. They should have become a tag team, if anything, rather than just having the feud and then ending it. I reckon that'd be a great tag team. Am I wrong?
No, you're right. You're right.
Anyway, so you have an opportunity as tonight. You've got 6. You're obviously going to go with a ladder match. You've got 7 men to fill it. You've got your obviously 4. You've got your 4. You've got Ziggler, Miz, Ziggler, Miz, Owens, and Zayn. Then you've got Neville, who is replaced by whoever, Sin Cara, Ryder, and Stardust. That's 8. So you get rid of Neville. You've got those 3. Why in the world would you put Zack Ryder in the match ahead of Tyler Breeze? If Breeze is injured, it's okay. I don't think he's injured. You put in him because he's been in the Intercontinental title scene a bit lately. Like, he's had a few matches with Owens. He's been here and there. Is Tom playing music again, or are you just making noise?
No, I'm not making music now.
So there's my rant. Why would you bring him up? Use him, please. It isn't fair. We deserve him. The phone will not shut up. I keep hearing his music. So, well, this is the most uninterrupted rant I've ever been on. But get him on the show. If he wins the battle royal, I will do a nudie on this show. Okay? He needs to win. If he needs to have something happen, Zack Ryder. Wow! Like, are you kidding me? Oh my God, Tom, take over before I start screaming.
All right, I'm gonna move it on pretty quickly from your Tyler Breeze fanboying. So I didn't think I'd get that on when I signed up for this today, but okay, here we go. So we're gonna move on to
missed opportunity after missed opportunity. It's bloody bullshit.
Okay, we're moving on to Charlotte versus Natalya, which we don't really need to say much about because Charlotte won. Sasha and Becky argued all the time during the commentary. Everyone stood up and stared everybody down, and everybody left. And we're sort of continuing on the road to WrestleMania, which for what's going to be a really, really good match, and I really want to see it. But the build-up's just been kind of painful. So we're moving on.
Hang on. It's eight. This is a Divas segment. I have to talk. I think I don't know what Sasha is. She was acting like a heel during it, especially towards Becky. I don't know if she's like a Brock Lesnar where she's like in the middle, but I'm happy they're building it and nice James. No one even know why I'm laughing. And yeah, I don't know. They have disappointed. Its storyline didn't even need to be told. We already knew the storyline. They could have just gone with it. And we'll see. We'll get the good match, and at the end of the day, it'll be good. It'll be a good outcome. But the build's been pretty ordinary. But as long as Sasha leaves with the strap, all good.
We get a little bit more Texas in the Hall of Fame. We get Stan Hansen, which is going to be fun. One of the legendary American competitors in Japan. This is almost your international nod, this one, because I normally always give like an international star a go in Hall of Fame, excuse me. But yeah, this looking good. He deserves to be there. Welcome to the Hall of Fame, Stan Hansen, I suppose. So next on...
Hang on, back up. We've skipped a segment. Reigns attacking the car.
We did too. Wow, yeah. Okay.
I'll go with that. Cool idea. They really are picking, and it's hard to explain. Like, I could sit here for hours talking about it, but it's clear they're trying to get him over. Like, that's obviously that's a no-brainer. But they're doing things that will make us think, oh, hang on, maybe we can get on this guy. Like, that whole garage lifting, Reigns is standing there like out of a freaking horror movie. Was great. I knew Triple H was going to be on the show. They could not have him on the show 2 weeks prior to the event. But it was good. It was a quick little segment. Bit pointless. He throws him in the car twice and then hops back in the car. And I swear to God, they must have stuntmen in those cars because that car sped off and there was someone standing right near the garage. I was like, shit. But yes. Excuse me and Tom is messaging each other, keeping it professional. All right, that's the last one. No more reply after that, Thomas. You'll laugh at that one. Yeah. So overall, continuing the build. We know what they're doing. The only thing I want is Triple H winning this match. I don't see it happening, but that'd be cool. If only someone had the briefcase so we could have some theory in our head that someone else can leave champion.
I don't want Sheamus posing with the title after WrestleMania. I don't want that at all.
He doesn't have the briefcase anymore. But anyway, yeah, so that's what we just skipped over. I don't think we need to go over Bubba versus R-Truth. The only thing I want to go over with that is that good build towards Usos, Bubba, Dudley's, because it's hard to get interest in a tag match that's not for the titles, especially when the tag division's been better lately. But if this match was 5 years ago, no one would want it because no one even gave a shit about tag matches before. But yeah, I mean, I like the way they got the tables involved. I like that side of the Usos instead of doing the same shit all the time and just screaming at each other and dancing. But I've talked too long now. And next was Vince McMahon. Thomas, take it away.
So what happens here is Vince gives away the result of the match. He comes out.
We have a viewer, by the way. We have a viewer. Hello, viewer. Continue, Thomas.
We get to a point where that Vince gives away the result of the match. He basically says that if Undertaker doesn't win, this is his last WrestleMania, and he will basically not be seen again.
Most predictable announcement ever.
Yeah. Okay.
I have a theory.
Great.
There's a theory.
You go with your theory because I don't know.
I have a theory now. Oh, Jesus, bug on my desk. Obviously, obvious prediction. And once again, Taker's streak career is on the line. The only thing, this makes it sound like it's too predictable now, and that's why I think they're going to flip it so Shane wins. The only reason I think that's going to happen is because there's an easy way of fixing this. Shane wins. Shane's in charge. Hey, Undertaker, you got your job back.
Yeah, I suppose.
I respect you. The match we had, you have your job back. How simple is that? Like, that's why I don't think it's giving the result away, because although this is what we're saying, who's going to win this match? I have no idea. Like, I can't remember last time I had no idea who was going to win.
I still look. I still don't 100% know, but
my gut says Taker. Yeah, my gut says Taker.
Gut definitely says Taker, but yeah. I think Taker's probably going to win, but Shane is a big chance. I don't know who's going to win, but yeah.
Just on that,
that's the way WrestleMania should be.
Yeah, the video packages for Shane training were great. They showed that Shane isn't an old guy anymore. Like, he's not an old guy that he appears to be. This is nitpicking, but I reckon if he had dyed his hair, he would look 10 years younger.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
He should have just dyed it black. It would look fine. But I'm honest to God, that's the match I'm looking forward to the most. I'm annoyed that
I'm looking forward to Taker and Shane's going to be good because there's going to be some shit happening in it. Brock versus Ambrose is probably what I'm looking forward to most. From a wrestling perspective, it's probably Jericho versus Styles, but yeah.
But I don't think the Hell in a Cell is going to do much for this match. I think unless
it needed some sort of groundbreaking stipulation.
If they get out of the cell, then it's good. Yeah. But if they're stuck in that cell the whole match, there's not a lot Shane can do.
Yeah.
We want Shane on high shit. We want him on ladders. We want him jumping off shit. He's not going to jump off the cell. I mean, we can dream.
He jumps off that Titantron. It's never going to happen, but that'd be the greatest shit ever.
If he jumps off the cell, I'll be happy. That'll be how good. I mean, but that's another thing about my gut. My gut says Shane's going to do something, and we're going to look back and go, "Holy shit, that happened."
Yeah.
And you'll probably lose your voice when it happens when you're there. But that was an awkward segment. Vince just goes, Taker's career will be over. And then his music hits, and that's it. It was just weird. Didn't really explain anything. But yeah, next match, I don't really think we need to talk a lot about it. It was a filler match, which was pointless to me. Braun versus...
The only thing that tried to save this was Heyman on commentary, but the only thing is Philly crowd can't hear you, Paul.
That's what I have to talk about. I'll conclude with that.
Yeah, the crowd destroyed this match with their "This is boring" chants. It made Braun look sort of okay, but then Ambrose gets a chair, disqualifies himself, gets rid of all the Wyatts. And,
what are Wyatts doing for Mania?
I think they'll probably get involved in the Brock versus Dean match somehow.
Do we still not know that? We still don't. They haven't got a match. This is a joke. The fact that Wyatt hasn't got a match 2 weeks prior to the show.
He's going to get involved in something, and I think they'll probably be in the Battle Royal.
How can you go from Cena to Undertaker to Brock and now to nothing? And he didn't even verse Brock.
He is injured. In fairness to him, he's got quite a legitimate back injury. He
pretty much broke his ankle prior to the Taker match and still wrestled.
Yeah, but an ankle on a match is you can put that many painkillers in an ankle and you can still go. A back, you can't move really. So you might be able to pain, but if your idea instead of going like that is going like
that,
because you can't sell.
Yep.
Taking 15, 20 seconds to get yourself back up to your vertical base.
Yeah, well, I mean, I wasn't impressed with the main event, but I understand it. But they've only got one more Raw to go, and it's in Brooklyn. And here is the chance. This is the chance. We said this last year. We saw how bad last year's Go Home Raw was. You know how bad that ending was with Brock and Reigns fighting over this title. This is their chance in Brooklyn to make something happen. And they have to send the crowd home buzzing for the show. They have to.
Yep.
Whatever they do, I don't know, but they've got to. And before I forget, as I mentioned at the start of the show, Philly crowd, what the hell? The last time that was in Philly, they went nuts for Reigns because he won the title, and that was such a great show. It was one of the best Raws of the year, if not the best of last year. They were non-existent tonight. They were non-existent. It felt like a Memphis crowd. But, I mean, without the Styles Owens match, this Raw would have been horrendous, in my opinion. And that's pretty harsh, but it's true.
Look, if we're doing our closing ratings, I think that I'm going to go with probably about a 3.5.
Out of 10?
I don't go as low as a 3, but I'd go a 3.5 out of 10 because
I'd probably go the
they're
same.
always lackluster in the run-up to Mania, and I can forgive them for being lackluster because they've got everyone. They've got so many people hurt at the moment. They don't want to get anyone else hurt in the run-up to Mania. That's why they're keeping Triple H and Reigns out of the ring against anyone really. Triple H worked a really, really safe tune-up match against Dolph Ziggler because Dolph's a really good worker. Doesn't hit hard. Is really soft, when it comes to punches and things like that. But yeah, you're probably looking at
It's just we'll see what happens next week. We've done well. We haven't said we'll see what happens. We haven't said we'll see what happens yet. I would probably go around the same. I'd say a 3. Just not a good show. Just I don't know. There's bits in here and there, but the injuries are starting to show. And Mania will be good because they'll have Cena should be there. Stone Cold, Rock. I'd love to see a Hogan appearance. I don't think it will happen with the latest stuff going on, but get all the legends in there, get Sting in there, which, by the way, Sting said he's not retired after all this confirmation that he was retired.
He may officially retire at the Hall of Fame. Don't be surprised.
But he did say, I'm not retired. So that could just be a play on words. It would be fitting for him to retire at the Hall of Fame, but, it's disappointing. And while we're at it, I just want to mention, I feel really bad for Neville. If you watch that match, if you watch that video of him backstage, I don't know if you saw it, when they were doing his leg.
He was just crying.
Oh, he was crying. It was shocking. Someone who debuted after Mania had to wait a whole year, and he was going to be in the ladder match. God, that's so upsetting. The fact that he could have been in that ladder match.
The man who gravity forgot, but friction.
He would have done some crazy shit. He would have done some crazy shit in that match. And we wish him the best here at Last Cast Standing.
Nothing but get well soon, Neville.
Hopefully you come back as a heel. That'd be interesting. Dressed in a suit. That'd be something different. But as of tomorrow, we hope to do this for our WrestleMania predictions. It'll be a lot more, not discussion. It'll be more of, I'll predict I'll do my prediction. Tom will do his prediction, and so forth. We won't interrupt each other, and in our exchanging of wrestling views. Yep. But,
and the next edition will hopefully feature me live from an Anaheim hotel room. As I am heading out to WrestleMania with my younger brother.
Hi, Alex.
Watch it live. Shout out to Alex. So that's going to be really, really good. I've got tickets to NXT Access. I've got tickets to go see JR. I've got Hall of Fame. I've got Raw. I've got WrestleMania itself, and I bought tickets to go see Evolve 59 today. So you got all the flippy indie crowd in that. That's going to be amazing. So, Looking forward to
Have a
it.
blast. You'll have a blast. I definitely envious.
I just got to clear the Australian customs delays. Hopefully, we can get through them without too much trouble.
Yeah, they're not too bad. It's American ones you got to worry about because they look at you
that's
every.
That's with the strike action that's happening this week.
Oh yeah, Australia it's strict, but America they just look at you and what do you do? What do you do? What like it's like, Jesus, calm down.
Yeah, hopefully I'll sneak into Sydney in time for Well, we'll get into Sydney in time. No worries, it's domestic flight to Sydney, but the Sydney. Apparently, the strikes stopped from 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. So we're getting to Sydney about 10. So I'm hoping the residual delays will have cleared. We'll wait.
Yeah, and you get back on the 9th here or the 8th.
7th.
7th, though. Then you go to my party. God, I thought you could go to my party because you're bloody not party, my 21st, because you were landing on the day.
No, I'll come to at least come to the first leg. But yeah,
anyway, the first bit.
We digress. We
digress. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll be on tomorrow, hopefully, with our WrestleMania 32 predictions. And have a good one. I do it. I mean, I'll do it. All right. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Like, subscribe, comment, get on Tyler Breeze. Hashtag Tyler Breeze. I can't even think of anything. Hashtag Zack Ryder go away. And follow me on Twitter at James_Dalrymple. Quite unique. Even go on my LinkedIn because I'm on LinkedIn now. So add me on Snapchat. Do all that shit. Just do what you want. All right. Ah! Ha ha!